there are things and issues in the world which are very dangerous to the human race, which are wealth without work, pleasure without conscience, knowledge without character, business without ethics, science without humanity, religion without sacrifice, and politics without any principles. These things are very dangerous to human beings, and as well as the world, which we can see in this. As well as in the Bible, there are some things which are very dangerous to the spirituality of our lives. The first thing is wisdom and promise without integrity. This comes the first. Wisdom and promises from the God without our integrity. It is very dangerous to our life. Then there is a king called Solomon in the Bible. 1 Kings chapter 11, verse 4 and 6. I'll read. This is like this. For when Solomon was old, his wives turned away his heart after other gods, and his heart was not wholly true to the Lord his God, as was the heart of David his father. And the sixth verse is like this. So Solomon did what was evil in the sight of the Lord, and did not wholly follow the Lord as David his father has done. There is a king called Solomon, who was the son of David. David's heart is next to the God. Bible says like this. In chapter 26, in Psalm 26, the first verse is like this. Psalm 26, verse 1. It was written by David, and verse 1 says like this. Vindicate me, O Lord, for I have walked in my integrity, and I have trusted in the Lord without wavering. David says like this. I have trusted you, Lord. I have walked with the integrity. But when it comes to Solomon, God says like this. Solomon did not walk with me. Solomon had no integrity. He had full of promises. He had full of blessings. He has full of wisdom, but he has no integrity. God says like this. God already said to Solomon in chapter 9. God already said to Solomon in chapter 9. As we come through this, as we go through the chapter 9 and verse 4 says like this. And as for you, if you walk before me as David your father walked, with integrity of heart and uprightness, doing according to all that I have commanded you, and keeping my statutes and my rules, then I will establish your royal throne over Israel forever, as I promised David your father, saying, you shall not lack a man on the throne of Israel. David had a full of promise. God has promised David, so that he is saying to Solomon, I will establish your kingdom, I will establish your throne, but you have to walk with integrity. But you have to go through integrity in your life. You had wisdom, you had promises, you had wealth, you had everything in your life. You had freedom to think, my friend. Remember this in your every situation. These things go through like this. Wisdom or freedom. Freedom without God makes you a slave. Just think and remember, write it in your heart. Freedom without the God makes you slave. In every issue, freedom is there for us. Freedom is there for us. Paul too says that I have freedom in every aspect, but I cannot do everything. Just think as this verse. Just as we think or meditate this verse, we can get many issues on it. We had freedom to watch everything. We had freedom to talk everything. We have freedom to go everything, but we are able to go everywhere, but we are not set, or we are limited in everything. As we are God's people, we are not worthy to go there. Just think about your life. You have every freedom, but freedom without God. Why I'm saying this? We had freedom to talk everything in this world, but if we are not involving God in that freedom, we will become slaves to that. Many people become slaves to many things in this world, but God has given that freedom to not to become slave, but to worship Him, but to come to Him, but to talk to Him every time. Just think Solomon's life. He had wisdom, he had freedom, he has promises, but he has lost his integrity. So that in chapter 11, verse 10 and 11, God says like this. Chapter 11, verse 10 and 11. And had commanded him concerning this thing, that he should not go after other gods, but he did not keep that what as God has commanded. Therefore the Lord said to Solomon, since this has been your practice, and you have not kept my covenant and my statutes that I have commanded you, I will surely tear the kingdom from you, and I will give it to your servant. Just think, God anger has raised on Solomon. God is saying this, I will tear up your kingdom. Once upon a time, God said to Solomon, I will establish your kingdom if you walk with integrity. But now the same God says like this, I will tear out I will tear out your kingdom and I will give it to your servants. Just think, my friend, if we are not walking with integrity, God will tear our blessings. It is not correct, or it is very tragic situation. It will be very tragic situation in our lives. Just think, Solomon has wisdom, Solomon has promises, but he has no integrity. It is very dangerous to our life. The second thing in the Bible we can see is devote and prayer, fealty and prayer without the fear of Lord and righteousness. It is too dangerous. It is too dangerous in our life. First one is wisdom and promises without integrity, and the second one is devote or fealty and prayer without fear of the Lord. Many people pray to God, many people devote God without fearing Him, without righteousness. We see in Acts chapter 5 verses from 1 to 11, there will be a couple called Ananias and Sapphira. We know the chapter, we know the background, we know their lives, everything. They had devote, they have prayer, they are filled with spirit, they can pray long hours. But what the problem is, they don't fear the Lord. So that they have lied to God. They went to Peter and lied to him. Peter says like this, you have not lied to man, but you have lied to God. The result we know, those two people, Ananias and Sapphira, died one after the other. What a tragic situation it is. What a wrath of God in tragic situations. Just think, we have everything. We people are praying to God. We people are devoting God. We people come to God. And I am asking this, does you really fear the Lord? Are you really having the fear of the Lord? Really, did you have the fear of the Lord and righteousness in your life? If not, you will be praying, but there will be no result, but there will be no blessing, but there will be no answer from God. And if the answer comes, it will be full of God's wrath and God's anger. The third thing, anointing and strength. The third thing I am coming, the anointing and the strength without holiness. It is true, many people have anointing. It is true, many people have strength, spiritual strength, but they don't have holiness. They don't be pure. It is possible to be pure, but not having. It is possible to be to control the anointing. It is possible to have strength without having purity or holiness. We see the character which is like this in the Bible. Samson, we know Samson. He has anointing, he had strength, but he has no holiness. But he don't have holiness, but he doesn't have purity. As the result, we see his life. He lost his eyes, he lost his life, he's lost everything. God has given a great call to him. God has given a great strength to him. God has given a great anointing him to deliver all the Israelites from Philistines people. As we think it clearly, God is giving everything in your life. But if we lose our holiness, if we lose our purity, if we don't care about our holiness, it is too dangerous for us. Just think the three things which are very dangerous to spiritual virtue. The first thing is wisdom and promise without integrity. The second thing is devote or fealty and prayer without fear of the Lord and righteousness. And the third thing is anointing and strength without the holiness. The fourth thing I will conclude with is beauty without care and protection. We people try to be beautiful, we people try to be handsome, but without care and protection, it will be danger to us. We see Bathsheba in the Bible, the woman named Bathsheba. She had beauty, but she don't care about it. She did not protect it. So that's the reason she lost his husband. That is the reason she lost everything in his life. That is the reason she lost her son. We know David made a sin with her. David committed a sin with her. So that is the reason she had beauty, but she did not protect it. She did not care about it. So that is the reason her family life was collapsed. At the same time, David's life was collapsed due to her beauty and due to her sin. My friend, I am saying this. Have care about your spirituality. The dangerous things in our spirituality are these. We had wisdom, we had promises from God, but without integrity, that will be very dangerous. And then the second thing is, we have fealty and we have devote and prayer, but without the fear of God, are you doing prayer? It is very dangerous to you. The third thing, God has anointed you. God has given a great promise, a great strength and great anointing, but without holiness and purity, it will be very dangerous. God has made you very beautifully. God has made you very handsome, but without certain care and protection, without giving this beauty, without giving this everything to God, if you are using it in your way to fulfill your lustful things, it will be very dangerous. It is very dangerous, not only for you, but all the people around you. My friend, just think and remember, you are God's people. God has brought you with His blood. God has brought you with His blood. He has redeemed you from everything. Just offer yourselves as a living sacrifice to God, so that He will bless you, so that He will tremendously bless you and take up into His house which is in the heaven.